find it cute when their little kids or kid brothers and their own babies crawl on the floor with tantrums. And they find it cute because they want something that either you cannot give them immediately or you can't give them at all. How many people, by show of hands, please? Okay, how many people find it annoying that kids do tantrums? But you do have kids that do tantrums. Why do they do tantrums? Basically because of one thing and one thing only. They want something immediately that you cannot give them, either right then, or you can't give them at all, or they want something from someone. And we all did that at one point or another when we were kids. But as time goes on, we grew older. And then we kept doing tantrums, but this time around in a bit more sophisticated way. Maybe not crawling on the floor. Maybe not clawing with something that you can lay your hands on. Maybe none of all this. But one way or another, you always throw tantrums in your own way because you want something that you feel you are entitled to. Now, why did I choose this topic about this breaking this attitude of entitlement? I'm a lawyer by profession and a politician by ambition. I joined politics in 2002. And one of the stupid cliches that I've heard over and over and over and over again was that the young people are the leaders of tomorrow, and then the women want 35% affirmative action, and the youth want 40% or 30% or 20% or 25%. And I'm a young man, I'm just 35 years old. And I champion the APC youth wing of the political party. But that's not why I did it. I did it because I didn't want to come with any sense of entitlement to the establishment, saying because I'm young, give me this. And then I have friends of mine giving me examples every day. How old was Yakubu Gowon when he became president? He was 32. How old was General Muhammad Barr when he became head of state? He was 41. How old was General Murtala Muhammad? General Murtala Muhammad, he was 38. General Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso, he was 37. When he retired as a general, as a chief of general staff supreme headquarters, he retired at the age of 37 and went home and became a farmer. At 37, he's done. So why would we be allowed to get into positions of authority at such a young age? And then I trace back the history of how all these people became what they were. Nobody gave it to them. They took it by force. Some sacrificed their limbs. Some sacrificed their freedoms. Some, mostly was through coup d'etat. And anyone who knows what a coup d'etat is in a military junta, it's a suicidal attempt. It's either you succeed, or you die, or you get imprisoned for life, or you get fired from your career as a military officer. Bottom line, these people didn't go asking to be given. They took it. Now you might argue about the circumstances upon which they did that, the propriety of it, whether it was for a good reason or for a bad reason, whether it was a naked power grab or deep patriotism. Whatever the case, they didn't ask for it. They took it. And now because they took power at that early age stage of their lives, they're still feeling strong. 72 years old, General Muhammad Barr. If anyone has seen the pictures that have gone viral today, the way he was walking, I doubt if Kazim would walk that way. There's such strength and vigor in him. Somebody, 30 years ago he was a head of state. 30 years later, he's a president. And he kept going at it. He didn't feel the need that he was asking for an entitlement. After the election, I had the privilege of meeting him and asked him, "Congratulations, Mr. President, how does it feel?" The first thing he told me was, of course, the first part, not because we won the election, but because now Nigerians know the value of their own vote. This is the beginning. Let's move on. We've won the election, now we'll win the country. Because you are an Ijoman, you thought the president, the outgoing president was an Ijoman. You should be Ijonized. Wrong. You are a South Southerner. You are a Christian from the South. You are a Christian minority in the North. You are a Muslim minority in the South. You are Yoruba Muslim, half Christian. You are confused. You don't know what you want. You are a Christian, you are a Muslim. The president is either a Christian or Muslim. Everyone is a marginalized group somewhere, and he feels he's entitled because the person in authority happens to share either the same tribe, tongue, costumes, and consonants with him. But this nonsense has to stop. People will have to learn to pick themselves up by their bootstraps and go for what they're looking for. A friend of mine, Rabiu Musa, is here today. We started what we call the APYF. Why did we start it? Because we felt that a political party was growing. We didn't want to go into an existing political structure and start asking for what we thought should be entitled to us. So we said, let us build this party together. And once we do that, then we can claim legitimately for whatever it is that we want to do. And that was how we started. Of course, the APC was doing before the APC was registered. And we took the papers to get it registered. I was one of the first young people to be called into a meeting of about 13 older men. And we took 3 hours defining what is a youth. And to them, a youth is someone who can still give birth to babies. That is serious, you know. As far as they're concerned, that's a youth. As long as you can still have a wife and give birth to a baby, you're a youth. So forget all this nonsense about 40 downwards. Who said that, by the way? And besides, in a country like Nigeria, at 40, some people haven't still graduated from university. So if the cutoff mark is 40, then believe me, you have a lot of underemployed or unemployed or incapable young people. And the meaning of youth is the vigor that comes with it. Your ability to do what an older person would do. If you cannot graduate from university at 40, you can't do a lot of things. So, the cycle of entitlement. Here we are in a democracy. Everybody feels he's entitled to one or another. But it has to stop. We have to break it. We want something, we have to go for it. We have to show the capacity to take it and grab it. And not by violence. We took over government from the PDP, not by violence, by peaceful revolution, by ballot box. It was a long time coming, 16 years. It took us a long time, but we got there. And the sheer patriotism, we didn't ask for it because we thought we were entitled to it. As one of our mottos in one of our plate numbers, that some people from the South find offensive, and even as a northerner I used to find offensive as well. The Sokoto State used to have as a motto, one to rule. I don't know what that means. And it came from the fact that people felt as if it is their birthright, it's an entitlement to be in positions of authority. I came from history, no doubt about it. So that's why sometimes when I look back, I'm even glad that President Jonathan came along. He broke off that entitlement feeling that everyone had. So if you want something, you have to earn it. Just like the last election, the president earned his victory and his mandate. It wasn't given to him because he was entitled to it. One for primary elections when everybody was saying the other 2 candidates, 2 aspirants should about 4 aspirants, about 5 aspirants, yeah, should step down for the president-elect. And everybody said no. You have to learn how to win in an open and competitive primaries. And he was glad he did. That gave him the legitimacy and the momentum going into the general election, and that was what gave us victory in March 28. Bottom line, young women, women in general, youth, any marginalized group, minority, majority, whatever it is, this sense of entitlement that it should come to you because you deserve it, because other people exist to give you what you want, should stop. You want something, go for it, or die trying.